Hey, what's up you guys? It is Tyler, and today I am talking about how I was outed at work and ultimately had to quit because of it. So I'm going to try to explain things in a way that is coherent and makes sense, even though this was over a long period of time. In my mind, it kind of seems like it's all over the place, but I'm going to try to have it make sense when I talk about it. Okay, so originally I was stealth at work. I made a video talking about this. I wanted to be known as Sebastian Tyler here in this small town Walmart where I was working. And I had gone by Sebastian in order to not be called Ty, so people wouldn't find me on social media. That had gone great for a while. But a girl that actually went to my high school with me did approach me and talk to me about knowing me from high school and sort of hinted at my transition and knowing about that. So I just talked to her about it and I told her about it, and I told her that I didn't want anyone knowing that I was choosing to be stealth at work, and she seemed to understand well. But then maybe 3 days later, I was approached by a guy that I worked with asking me about it, and he gave me some bullshit story about how he found my video on the internet, but he had actually found out from the girl that knew, and so I kind of shut it down. I thought that I had control over it. I thought that I had it contained to just these two people. So I told him, like, don't tell anyone. He was like, yeah, sure, totally. A week later, I'm approached by another coworker, a girl from the fucking day shift, people that I don't even talk to. This girl was actually asking a bunch of questions about me to my other coworkers, trying to find out more about me. So I went up to her and I was like, why are you asking about me? What's the deal? She was like, oh, I don't know, this and that. I was like, is it because you know something about me that you shouldn't know? And I think that kind of piqued her interest, and then she took it upon herself to go and find out what I was talking about, and found out from that guy. So I told her, and apparently she hadn't known about it before I said that, but she just kind of had a crush on me or something, and that's why she was asking about me. But still, a third person had found out, and a third person had knew, without me really telling them. For a long time, I thought I had it contained. I knew that those three people knew. And also my best friend that I work with knew. But she didn't talk to anyone but me, and I didn't talk to anyone but her. And like, we were BFFs, we were super tight. We're still super tight anyways. But only 4 people knew, but 3 people that I hadn't told really knew about it. And what happened is, the first girl that knew, the girl that I talked to about it, who had asked me about it from high school, she ended up quitting. The guy that she told ended up quitting. So I was under the impression that only the third girl that found out and my best friend were the only 2 that knew I was trans. And then, maybe 4 months into working there, the day shift girl comes up to me and she's like, man, I thought I had this huge secret on you. Like, I thought I was in this elite club, like, where only I knew about you being trans. And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just us. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, oh no, everyone knows. Like, literally everyone that works here knows that you're trans. And I'm just like, what? Like, my whole body got hot. And I was like, fucking panic mode, sitting there trying to work, and she comes up to me and tells me that everyone that I work with knows that I'm trans. And I was just like bombarding her with questions like, who knows? Who have you heard about this? Who is talking? Like, what was said? And she's like trying to give me information without throwing other people under the bus, I guess, which is understandable, but still, like, I felt, I don't know, I was just petrified. So suddenly everyone knows, and I'm scared. So I go asking people about it and asking where they heard it from, and it's just like, so-and-so heard it from so-and-so, who heard it from so-and-so, and it's like all these people that knew that I had never approached and told. Like, this is a very intimate detail about myself that I should be able to choose who knows and who doesn't, and that doesn't have anything to do with the workplace and doesn't apply here. So why are people talking about this? Turns out they had found my YouTube videos, or they knew about my YouTube videos. They were all spreading it around. People who worked on day shift knew. People who I had never spoken a single word to, had never been introduced to, had never met or worked with at all knew. Random people who worked in the company knew. Like, suddenly everyone just fucking knew, and I had no idea that people had been talking about me, talking about this extremely personal thing, spreading my videos around. Like, I just felt so intruded upon and like scared. After that, I started being approached by all these people that I had never talked to, asking me questions about trans stuff, prying and stuff. So many different people were asking me about it, and I was like, this shouldn't be happening. Like, every day at work, I would come home like nearly in tears because these people were fucking up in my business when they didn't need to be. And then one night I was working, someone comes up and asks me which name I prefer to go by. And I have a fucking panic attack over it, and I haven't had a panic attack in so long. You know, and I'm just trying to work, and I wanted to be stealth, and I didn't come out to these people, and I didn't want them knowing, just because of those reasons, like work is work, let me do my shit and get out of here. Like you don't need to know about my life and what's between my legs. Like this doesn't concern you whatsoever. We don't know each other, like stop. So I was scared and I was angry and I was depressed and having panic attacks, and I actually did make a video ranting about this at that time. I'm not ashamed of being trans. Obviously, I'm very open about it and very visibly trans to the people that I choose to be visibly trans to. These YouTube videos are intended for people who want to learn about trans stuff, who want to know about my life and my transition. Generally for people who want more information on trans things, and not for people that sort of know me in real life, just trying to snoop around and get more information on my background and learn things about me that they have no business knowing. Because when it comes down to it, that's what it is. But like I said, I was very angry, so it wasn't very nice. They come up to me and they're like, we don't care that you're this way, it's okay. And honestly, I could give a fuck what they think. Your opinion means nothing to me because I've literally never spoken a single word to you. Because I never told you in the first place. I don't care what you feel about that. All I care about is like how you found out and why you feel the need to tell everyone. I decided not to post it because it just wasn't doing any good. So I felt pretty lost. And my best friend that I worked with was like the only thing getting me through. But I decided to put in my 2 weeks, and I just had to quit. So I finished up my 2 weeks, which was hard. Like I probably would have just walked out and not ever looked back. But the friend that I made up there, you know, we were really close. And like I was her only work friend and she was my only work friend, and so like it was hard leaving her. It's like when you have a best friend at school and then summer vacation comes and you're like, yes, summer vacation, and then you're like, oh man, I miss my friend, but you're still glad that you're not in school. That's kind of like the deal, but we still talk and we still hang out, so it's okay. But I feel bad for leaving her, and I felt bad for leaving her. That was my only hang up with leaving work. But it was a very bad situation and I'm glad that I got out of it. But I am pretty sad, pretty disappointed that things happened like that, because I didn't mind the work. It wasn't difficult work. You know, I didn't mind the people. I had made my friend up there. Not so much a people person, so you know, one friend was good for me. And I felt like I pretty much just had to quit because everyone found out. And around the time that I was quitting, we got a new boss that transferred to nights, and he was extremely homophobic. Had been talking about me, had thrown me under the bus with the bosses, and I had gotten in trouble for stuff that I didn't need to get in trouble for. Like, I was having to deal with a lot of stuff at once. Just a lot of drama, a lot of stupid stuff, and things that didn't need to be happening. And I no longer work there. I put in my 2 weeks, I finished my 2 weeks, and now I am working for my dad. It's a lot more laid back. Of course, he's my dad, so you know, he knows everything, and it's just me and him, just working on cars and shit. It's a lot better. I'm a lot happier. You know, I'm not dreading going to work. I'm not having panic attacks, and I'm not scared. People finding out that I'm trans puts me in danger, and I don't think they realize that by spreading that around, especially in this small town, they are putting my life in danger, because I have gotten death threats about the fact that I am trans. And this is a town where you can't leave your house without seeing 10 Confederate flags. Like, the people here are very close-minded and anti-gay, and one of the bosses was even homophobic. Like, I don't know, people just spread stuff around without realizing, like, maybe this is a hot topic for you to talk about and a conversation piece for you, but for me, this is my life, and this is something that is you just need to not worry about, not talk about, and not take measures into your own hands to find out shit about me and watch my videos. Anyways, I'm not working there anymore, and that is why, but I'm super broke now because I'm working for my dad. But it's okay. What I'm thinking is that I can make more YouTube videos and stick to this. Hopefully, I'll be able to just make YouTube videos and not have to worry about having another job, and I'll be able to make some really cool videos and do that, and that would be awesome. That's the dream. But yeah, that's what happened. Thank you guys for watching. Be careful out there. If you're stealth, be extremely stealth. I hope you have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon.